Hello, Scorpio. This is your reading for the month of January 2017. My yearly predictions for 2017 are up, so make sure you check those out. And now I'm going to cut the cards. Okay, let's see what's coming up for you this month. I have the moon in reverse, and this is so weird because the moon reversed or upright has been showing up a lot. Four of Swords, this has also been important because this is about retreating, resting, a breakup, being out of sight, just detaching. And then I have an Ace of Wands reversed. Now, Scorpio, you're water, so any cups that show up in this reading might be meaningful. These first three cards are influences on the present. They're past influences that can still affect what's going to be happening in the future, of course. That's the way past, present, and future usually work. And so what I'm seeing with these three cards is a lot of emotional detachment, lack of joy. Aces are always about new beginnings, right? So maybe this month is not going to get off to the start that you wanted. Maybe you've been hibernating, as indicated by the Four of Swords, and then just trying to detach from your subconscious. The moon represents those secret subconscious thoughts and patterns that we're not even aware of, but sometimes they come to the surface. And so I'm getting a sense that you're just detaching. And maybe you're not very optimistic. Okay? And Scorpio, you love hard and play hard. And so when you suffer emotional disappointments, especially with the moon here, and the Scorpio, usually there's a scorpion in the traditional Rider-Waite coming out of the water here. So this is your energy, okay? And so when things start coming out of the water, coming out of our emotions and subconscious, sometimes we can get a little freaked out. Sometimes it can pull us down into an energy of fear and apprehension. Now this is reversed. And so I'm thinking that maybe you're not so much afraid as much as you're just like in a place where you don't care anymore. You're not connected to your intuition because as a water sign, you are very intuitive. So I'm seeing a little bit of detachment, a little bit of hopelessness. Maybe you haven't been social as much. Maybe you've been taking quiet time. And now you're just starting to... Maybe you're doing too much of this, which is why I think this Four of Swords is reversed. So I'm getting a sense that you may be heading into the month of January now, that this is about you emotionally feeling drained and not up to anything. So as we head into the next three cards, I have a Seven of Pentacles. I have the Sun in reverse, which is in the middle of your spread. I have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Now this is important here. I want to show you a number of things. Note this theme of darkness and shadows here. It's dark here in the moon. But also, remember, this young woman is in shadows as well. She's hiding. There's no sunlight. The sunlight is avoiding her. She's in the shadows. She's not out in the light. This is the same theme as well. If you look closely, you'll see the light hitting some of the pentacles, but not all. And the image here is about things growing. And when things get sunlight, they're able to grow. Well, in this picture, the sunlight is only hitting part of the pentacles, not all. Some of the pentacles might grow, More sunlight will come later on, but right now you're wishing for rain or sunshine to come and nurture these pentacles. Pentacles represent the material world, the practical aspects of our lives. And for some of you, single, married, or attached, yeah, this could be about love and about the material aspects of meeting someone, building a life together. Will love come? This is also the waiting card. Pentacles are always that slow, be patient. It's going to happen. Think clearly. And so it's interesting. We have this partial sunlight here. We have this partial sunlight here. And in the center of our spread, we have the sun in reverse. And I think what the message that the tarot is giving out here, and especially seeing that you have this fiery Ace of Wands reversed. Aces are about new beginnings. That, especially with these two very positive cards, let me just say that when the Sun and the Ace of Wands are both upright, man, that is the most positive aspect of energy you could get from two cards, because this is about a joy and love of life. Everything is going your way. But not yet. It seems like this partial light, this partial fire, this is representing the dawn of a new day. Okay? And I think that daylight is going to come for you, Scorpio. Your emotions, this Wheel of Fortune's in reverse, the Wheel of the Year, things are a little bit stuck. The wheel is not turning the way you would want. The Wheel of Fortune, when it's reversed, can also mean things are not going your way. And it may seem like that for now. And you might be very cynical right now, seeing that you have this Ace of Wands and Sun reversed. I think that it's not so much about outer circumstances for you, especially since I have the Moon and the Sun reversed for you, Scorpio. It just seems like I have no hope. You have no hope. It seems like you're waiting. There's a glimmer of hope, but you're still not sure. You're just starting to get very cynical and hopeless about everything, which is why you only have partial sunlight, which is why you might be hiding or just emotionally shutting off. More than anything, that's what I'm feeling from you. So as we head into the future, I have fire. I have a King of Wands here. And for some of you water signs, you could very well be engaged with a fire sign. Okay? A fire sign being Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This person, this King of Wands, seems to be an issue for you. And maybe this King of Wands with the fire and the light is a very dominant energy, and maybe that's why this Ace of Wands is reversed. It has a lot to do with this King of Wands. I have a Two of Swords reversed. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Look, you have the Moon again. Okay. The Moon is behind these two swords, which represent air. And this is about having to move forward and make a decision. And when someone just they can't drop one of the swords, obviously this means that nothing's going to move forward. This person is not going to be able to move forward. So when we have this reversed, and remember, air nurtures fire, I'm getting a sense that there's a decision that someone you're connected to, like this King of Wands, because we didn't get the beginning we wanted to with this Wands here. So now when we come back to the Wand, maybe we're in a relationship. For those of us who are attached, we're waiting for this person of interest to step forward. And the air is sort of a negative. I'm getting a negative sense, not necessarily a positive sense. But because the air is reversed, I'm also looking at this as lack of energy for the Wands, which is fire, because air nurtures fire. So I'm seeing this as someone who is either not making a decision, or is not on the same page as you, or is not ready to move forward. They're getting there, but not yet. And then I have a Knight of Cups reversed. And this, obviously, cups represent water for you, Scorpio. So you're not going to be happy emotionally either. That this negative issue with the Two of Swords, making a decision. It could also mean two people needing to reach an agreement. And you would like to move forward. Knights are about action and resolving conflict and shifts and changes. Well, you would like to get out of this emotional funk with this other person or situation, single or attached. But it seems like you're still going to be waiting just a little bit here as you move forward. That the issue that's going to start appearing for you in the month of January is make a decision, let's move on. Let's know what we're going to do. Where is this relationship headed? Or for you single people, will this work out? There's someone that I think I could make it work with, but I'm not sure this other person is on the same page as me. Okay. Now, let me shuffle for an outcome card. Okay. All right, I have the Fool. This is a very good card to see because it means a reset. Now, the 0 has no value whatsoever. Okay? But it's interesting. He has the wand and he's just moving forward. He doesn't care. He's taking the wand. I'm not thinking this is the representing now the King of Wands. But maybe it's you taking the wand or taking this energy with this King of Wands and saying, you know, I don't care right now. It's time for a reset. Maybe this is something that's going to happen with you and the King. Because remember, this Ace of Wands is reversed. And so I think it's interesting that the swans start coming up upright. We're taking up the wand. We're taking up action. We're thinking of new ways or new discussions to get past these Two of Swords reversed. And so that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm feeling from the tarot that this is about making a positive step forward. Not staying stuck, especially with this Wheel of the Year that's stuck and this Two of Swords that's being stuck. And your major arcana are also coming together to give me the same message because we go from the Moon, which is reversed, not being in tune with the negative aspects of our fears, our concerns, our old patterns coming back. We're ignoring those. The Sun is also kind of hidden. We're only getting partial light, as we've seen in Seven of Pentacles and Four of Swords here. The Wheel of Fortune is reversed. The Wheel of the Year is stuck. It seems like we're not changing. It's the same old, same old. And then the Fool comes along in the outcome saying, okay, we're just going to reset here because we need to put a lot of issues like the Moon in reverse aside. We need to get past this. And I think this is necessary. The energy of the Fool is necessary in order to move forward productively. And I think you're going to like what happens in the future with the Fool. Okay? So Scorpio, that was your reading. And I hope once again you've seen the 2017 yearly predictions. I'm also having a special for January. You can get a video reading for $15. That's only for the month of January. Usually these videos are $20, but I think out of all the services I provide next to phone readings and Skype readings, I do like doing the videos the most. So I really want to promote these and give everybody a chance to try getting a video and seeing how it works for them. And of course, you're free to ask questions about your video as well. I do consultation for 2 questions about the reading. So, I hope you are having a wonderful holiday season as this new year gets off to a new start here. I'm ready to start new things, new beginnings. So I hope you're ready for the new year, and I hope to talk to you soon. Take care.